Alright, so a lot of people have requested that I show them me multi-boxing so they can get kind of a feel of what I do and how I play the game. So this video is long overdue, but we're going to take a crack at it. This is not my normal video setup. I've just got OBS on the main computer here up on the screen here. So I'll be recording from this view from the webcam. And I also have my iPhone recording this video here. And I'm just going to show you basically what I do. We'll kill a couple mobs and that will be it. This group is all level 39 to 42. There's 10 characters. I incidentally have 10 characters. I only wanted 9. But they were really delayed and harsh on the ban wave. And I don't know if they banned me for stuff I did on one of the other servers on an account a while back or what, but my actual main character got banned, which was a Shadow Knight. After that 7-day suspension was up, I brought him back. In the meantime, I twinked out kind of a ranger and used that to tank and level that up to the group. So now I have 10 characters, but when you load 10 characters in, or I guess even more than one character, in a populated zone like Chardock, you have a very high chance of ending up in the wrong picks. So this is like a ninja move here, where I try to log them all in at the same time, which I don't know if that's going to help or not, but I feel like it helps get them all into the same instance. So that's the first thing we'll do, is load them all in. Kind of feels like you're a DJ a little bit. Oh shit, this one wasn't selected. I had it on the OBS. So now the next thing I do, because I'm rotating 6 characters in, is I decide which 6 characters will be in the group, and I do that based off experience. I try to keep them all around the same level except the tank. I already know that the shaman's in. I'll always take one of the healers. It looks like the cleric is in. So I'll start accepting the invites. And I usually have either a bard or enchanter in, and I forgot to put my enchanter in, son of a bitch. I think it's the bard's turn anyways. Now getting these characters into the same pick is not as big of a deal as it is in some instances. Some instances, if you're camped in a certain spot and they load into different picks, you have a problem. You used to be able to just put them in group, camp out, log back in, and they would switch picks. For some reason, I can't get that to work anymore. I don't know why. So if you have to switch picks with a character you have camped down at a camp, it's terrible news, because it puts you at a safe spot, and then you got to run that character back to the camp, which may not be easy to get to. So it is actually vital that you try to get them into the same pick. There's been times where I've had a good camp, and I won't even, if one of them doesn't get into the right pick, I just camp them out and I'll just play with what I have, because I mean, I'm not about switching them to a different pick and starting over from the beginning of the zone. And sometimes I can't even do that. Like if I was deep in the hole, there's no way I'm gonna run some naked mage across the zone. So if they're in the wrong picks, that's bad. Sometimes I don't get to play with all 10. From the DPS group, I definitely want to keep a mage in the group full time, because I have 2 of them. And it looks like the level 39 mage is up now, because I have enough experience buffer and level 40 off my 1 mage. So we'll throw him in. I got 5 characters, and then I think between the ranger and the monk is the next selection. So the monk's going to join this time. With the rest of the characters, I form a second group, and because only one of the healers is in at a time, the healers are the leaders. So everybody else, so it's going to be druid, ranger, one of the mages, and the enchanter, if I could actually type. And the reason I make the second group is because of buffs. Also, it kind of lets me know if someone got into a different pick. So we'll take this camera now. Okay, so now that everybody is grouped, every single character has follow mapped to 0, every single one of them. And the reason is because you don't want to get confused in a fight and not press the right buttons. So these guys are not grouped with the main tank, but they were able to follow him, so without checking, they're all in the same instance, so everybody's on follow. So I'll go around, press 0 on every single keyboard, get everybody following. First thing I'm going to check is I got my mage pets out, and then burnout. It's pretty much all the buffs I'm going to use because, I mean, I could spend a lot of time buffing, but I don't really want to. The next thing I like to do is pack Spirit on everybody in case I have to run. A lot of times I can't get it anyways. On the Shaman over here, I have just a little buff macro set in a random slot. Only use it to with some big delays and to cast some of the spell icons over there. So it's just mainly the main buffs for melee. So I'll just pick the 3 melee I have, the tank, the monk, and the ranger, and I'll just run through the buffs over here. On the enchanter, it's clarity for all the casters, and then basically haste, and I do this one manually, and this will change probably sometime when I'm level 60. Bard just plays a melody, which is AoE slow, mana regen, and some other crap, haste. So the reason it sucks playing so many characters is because you gotta sit here and buff everybody. The cleric is just gonna cast out its 3 HP AC buffs. So once I get everybody pretty much buffed up here. Alright, everybody is buffed up, which gives me 26 minutes before I have to rebuff, but one thing we will cover is other keys. Every single character has an assist button in the number 3 slot. Every single one. Some of them do different things, but mainly they just assist. This one here will assist the main tank and send pet in. That's all it does. However, every single caster has their main nuke in the number 2 slot. Both number 3 and number 2 are mapped to A and B on here, so I can assist with A and press B for nukes. That's how that's set up. And on the healers, every single healer has heal in the 4 slot. That includes the SK life tap. That's because if I ever need a heal, I don't want to have to think about which macro, which key to press. So no matter what, even on the shaman over here, which I rarely use to heal because it's on this computer over here, number 4. So number 4 heal, 3 assist, 0 is follow, and number 2 currently is where I put my nukes. I have 2 mages to nuke, that's it. Now the enchanters, number 3 on this other computer over here, also cast Tash and slow. At the same time, pressing number 3 on the shaman will just cast a slow because I already have Tash and 3 over here assists. So pressing 3 over on this setup here puts the bard on attack and gets the mob slowed. So I'll be pressing 3 over here. There is a pad over there which I'm not currently using because it's not that much to do at level 40, but at 60 the setup kind of changes. Also, these pads here in front of this keyboard, the A key is bound to the number 4 on each of these laptops, so I could just press the A on each of those controllers up there for heals. And that is the setup. Once everybody is on follow, they'll just kill a few mobs so that you get the idea. Hopefully there's some up. I've just been doing the entrance back and forth to the exit. So because you can't use Mac requests on a server without getting banned, and because it mostly doesn't work, I set everybody up in between here if you look on the screen, so that when I press the assist over here, the number 3 off the pad, all the melee can hit. And then number 3 on this side, to the right, you can see the mob getting tashed. And this is a bard slow because it plays really slow, and then you can see Togers hit it, and also another fire debuff that comes off the bard. Have to keep these mobs snared, so Clinging Darkness, and then if I want a nuke to finish it, press the B off the controller, these guys are over here nuking. And it's like that. And pulls where there's 2, because I'm not going to use CC, everybody's following me. I'll first cast Clinging Darkness to get aggro, switch mobs right away. Charge that one, put it between the characters, and they're going to aggro because pets are crazy. But get assist on so the melee can attack, and you can see that other one is not quite with me. Whatever fucking reason, it's attacking the bard. So I cast another Clinging Darkness there, and now I got them in between. We're gonna slow. And then, you know, if I need a heal, I do it once off each. So it's 4 and 4. Get my guy's health up a little bit. Life tap, life draw. I don't normally slow the second mob unless it's like a really tough fight or I get 3. it's Bard slowed usually because I have the Bard playing AoE. I do have to watch if the Bard gets stunned, if it takes a hit right away. Then we put the song back on. And you can see being level 40, fighting Yellow's Chardock, not very good gear. Half my characters are naked, except the tank. Switch, and we're assisting again. Pets are gonna attack. Melee's gonna attack, and just to save mana, I'll slow the mob. Get a couple heals in there. Make sure it's snared. Again, Togris hits because Tash, but it overrides the Enchanter slow, so I have 2 slows, plus the Bard slow going. When the Bard gets AoE snare, or maybe I was too lazy to go get the AoE snare, I play that so nothing can run away. And you can see this guy's just here to take damage. He's just got a Shard of Night, a cheap ass shield, so he's kind of doing what he can for damage with one hand. Mainly, the reason I go one hand sword and board is because I forget to heal a lot. I don't realize that my health's low because I don't play with any sound or nothing. Like, there's no indicators my health's low. And I will just be playing, I won't even be in a dangerous situation, and the guy just falls the fuck over. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to heal. So this entrance is pretty easy because the mobs are spaced out like this. I think sometimes up here by this castle, if it's not camped, I'll end up getting 3. But other than that, that's really it for multi-boxing using the follow method. If I had macro quest or some type of automation, it would be a little bit easier because I wouldn't have to actually have the characters follow me. I can set the characters in a camp and face the melee outwards, and then try to position the mob in front of them so they hit. I just find that it's a lot easier to have them follow me, but it is also a lot more dangerous. Many deaths. That's why I prefer to actually play a paladin with the cleric, so I have 2 forms to res. But it is what it is. Leveling is going to be slow. It's been really slow. Like, it's kind of, I might actually downgrade to just 6 characters because it is kind of a little too much to have to like buff everybody and keep tabs on everybody. But it's supposed to make the leveling process easier because I have more damage because that other group is outside a group doing damage. So it's like I have a lot more players. However, with the way haste is going, like once that haste runs out, like if I have to rebuff, I don't know. Sometimes I just log off after 26 minutes, so it's been actually kind of hard. So at this pull, I got 3. So this might be a little bit rougher. Try to get my slows in right away and everything. Make sure I get enough clean darkness on everything. Try to get this stuff really positioned before I get any other people hitting because I don't want shit wrong in the fucking place. So I'll get clean darkness on this on a slow. Other problem you have, you can see the mage and the ranger disconnected conveniently during this fight. The reason is for that is because there's too many characters on the same IP, and I probably need to reset the VPNs. I do use a VPN, but I didn't check for the reset, and it looks like now I got a 4th mob. There must be a respawn, so this fight might not actually go well. See if I can use some harm touch and get rid of one of these mobs early before I get fucked. One of the mages picked up aggro. He's gonna die. So the task of trying to log these guys back in. Mid-fight. See how low the damage is though. So I will have to fix the VPN if I'm going to continue to play. Good thing I had decent mana at the start, but this would have been really bad. For some reason, like these healers, the heals get like a lot of aggro for some reason. more than I remember. Alright, we got one gone. Slow is running off. Heal. Heal. These guys gotta refollow. And re-engage. So we got the Ranger back in action. And the mage. So we got our nukes back. We got one mage down. Normally I'll res mid-combat, but since I have 3, I don't want to risk running that mana out. So we'll try to finish the second one off here. The cleric's already getting low. See, like these guys literally have no gear. I got 29% on the cleric right now. Druid's got a little bit more, but I really haven't bought them shit. It's just stuff I've been finding, and I haven't really camped any names, so. Probably kill these, res, and then that'll be it for the video. I don't really feel like playing right now. Just sit the cleric down right now. Get some mana back on him. See, 22%, I'm forgetting to heal already. That's what happens, you get this high level of ADHD almost when you play these characters. Now if you had macro quests, it would just be healing for me, and this would be a fucking problem. Actually, both the Bard and the Enchanter with macro quests you could set to actually mess stuff. So see, their VPN's not reset, so they're just disconnected again. Kind of bullshit, but that's their anti-cheating thing. So looks like we're picking up. Oh, I thought I got an emote for another mob. Alright, well, we are gonna live, so that's good. But how annoying that these guys disconnected like that. And it does help with the Bard AoE slow, Bard mana song in the group, and then the Enchanter clarity, so it does keep mana up pretty well, even without much gear. To log these guys all back in. One thing I hate about playing Darkness is, like, unless they're 10%, they're gonna keep running. So this would have been bad if this actual camp hadn't been cleared. Pretty much would be dead right now. Christ. Keyboard's going haywire. Alright, so get these guys back in. Res this guy. If I got mana. Not enough mana yet. Alright, they're back in, but better not try to do any fights with them until I get that VPN issue fixed. Just res up and camp back at the zone in. So it's been slow going. Not a whole lot of interest in the game. I mean, I've done this so many times. I do like the random bonus and stuff, being able to buy things, but until it gets like AA, I don't really get too much into these games, the expansions. Oh, he's not following. The monk. Okay. Character sometimes gets stuck right there. Yeah, so see, I got 10 minutes left on my ace now, so it's like run to the zone out and back, and maybe got to rebuff. I could probably get better gear and other stuff and make it a little bit faster, but that's pretty much it. That's how I do it manually. So I hope you learned something. And if you want to see more of this setup, check out some of my other videos. I'll put them in the end here. We got P99, we got TLP, we got private servers and tests that's free. Some of us pay, some of us don't, some of us play, some of us won't. Did you just break my mess? Did you just train me? Did you just miss a healing? Are you gonna rest me? And please I need a sow, and please I need a rest. Please I need that sword, I'll take what you got.